Yo, what's good? So I'm driving right now, but I just decided I'd record a second channel video. To be honest, I'm liking the second channel a lot more than the first channel at the moment, just because I feel like I can just talk about personal things on my second channel, which is kind of the point of it. But I just wanted to talk about like something that happened like 2 days ago, to be honest. Like I went for pickleball with my dad, and the thing is like I don't really do that often because I don't like doing sports with my dad. Not because like I don't like him, but because like he gets not exactly competitive, but he gets very critical in terms of like I'll do something wrong, he'll be like, no, do this, and like you have to move your feet, like you have to like get underneath the ball and like all this stuff, right? Because like inherently my dad is a coach, right? He's like naturally a coach. That's the reason I don't like always going out for sports with him, especially like racket sports like pickleball and tennis and stuff, because I will hear that constantly. And like the thing is like I understand like trying to learn, but like I just like having fun sometimes. I don't want to just worry about like, oh, hitting the ball, use some more topspin, like use this form, not this form, right? Anyway, that's not the point of the video. So I'm actually grateful I went with him to pickleball 2 days ago, because I was kind of regretting it at first, because I woke up at 7 a.m. that day and I did not want to go, because he texted me at like 7 a.m. because he realized I was awake. He's like, you want to come with me? I'm like, no, bro, because like, you know, it's 7 a.m. I don't want to like, I want to be on my phone and like do something else. But like the self-improvement side of me said like, first of all, this is a good way to spend quality time with your dad, which is something that you need, everyone needs. And second of all, getting some physical activity first thing in the morning is gonna be very helpful. So at the end I was like, you know what, he's waiting for me. He's been waiting for like half an hour because he was waiting for me to get out and finish like brushing and doing all my skincare stuff. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll just go with him, why not? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Like he will criticize me a bit, like it's not gonna be that bad. Like he's not gonna scream at me, he's not like that type of person, but just, you know, get some nudges, you know, that's not the worst thing. So at the pickleball court, like I'm naturally a very good pickleball player because I played tennis for how long ago I played tennis for? At least like 11 or 12 years, maybe 13 or 14 to be honest. Like I remember, this is like a random side tangent story, but I genuinely remember like being 4 years old and my dad feeding and like throwing me balls, like tennis balls obviously, on the driveway. I just like hit them up as far as possible. That's like one of my earliest memories of sports in general. Like it started with tennis. Like not even before I even reached the tennis court, I was just like, he would just throw me balls and then I would just hit them. But like it's not like actual tennis shots. I'd hit them as high up as possible, and like you'd end up like hitting carbs and everything. It was funny. I'm not gonna lie. Stabilize myself before this okay, so let me try to put this back on there. Alright, there we go. And focus on me, please. Thank you. Alright, so I've played tennis for a long time, alright? Since essentially 4 years old, but if you want to be technical, maybe like 6 years old, so at least 12 years, if not 14 years. So I'm good at pickleball, and I noticed this one guy there. This one very jacked grandpa. I'm assuming he's a grandpa. I'm not actually sure whether he is a grandpa. I'm just putting my hand here so the phone doesn't fall when I'm breaking. Okay, so I'm not actually sure whether he is a grandpa. I cannot be sure at all, to be honest. But I'm assuming he is, because I'm pretty sure his name was Ken or something, which I don't think is bad if I say his real name, because he won't know who I'm talking about. My dad said his name was Ken, and he was like 68 or something, or like almost 70. And the thing is, like, this guy was fucking jacked. Like imagine like a jacked white dude with like a tan and like, you know, obviously he has white hair because he's old, but like a beard, like a mask. He looks masculine as fuck, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just like looked at him thinking like, that is exactly what I want to look like at 70 years old, because like he's muscular, right? But he's not like a bodybuilder. Let me just hold the camera real quick, sorry. He's muscular, but he's not a bodybuilder whatsoever. He's playing pickleball. He's like really quick. He's really flexible. He's like an athlete. And like he has like these, like he's wearing like a tank top, and like he has like bigger arms than me, like way bigger arms than me. Like it puts me to shame, to be honest. Like I got some, but like this guy was like jacked, all right? And obviously not like I said, not bodybuilder jacked. And like I just couldn't help but think this entire time that like that's what I want. That's the kind of lifestyle I want to have. Not exactly the pickleball lifestyle, because like he's a big pickleball guy, and he's like, it's like he plays with his wife. It's really cute, to be honest. It's really wholesome. Like he plays with his wife, and they're like very clearly still romantic with each other. Like it's a good role model for me, I'm not gonna lie. But like I just want to be that grandpa or like that old 70-year-old guy who's still like, you know, jacked like he is, looking masculine as fuck, like still looking relatively youthful. Like besides the white hair, he could pass for like 50. I'm not gonna lie to you, he could pass for 50 without the white hair. And it's just like the idea of like being like that jacked grandpa who's not only is just a bodybuilder, but like he's still like athletic as fuck. Like I see this guy, like he's better than all of us. Like I told you, I'm a really good tennis player, and that naturally, the thing with tennis is that tennis translates really well to all of pickleball, okay? And I'm very good at pickleball, like better than my dad, better than everyone else I've played with, just because like naturally I'm good at tennis, and it just carries over, you know? This guy puts me to shame. Like, he's 7 years old, he's quicker than me, he fucking has more power than me, he has a faster reaction time than I do. Like, I'm fucking like whipping a ball at him, like straight at the net. Like, you know how pickleball courts are very small, right? I fucking whip a ball at him, and he doesn't even flinch, and he just fucking volleys it straight back to me. I'm like, fuck, like, how did he get that? I was like, it was like literally just like a bullet, point blank range, and he still somehow got that. And I was like, what the fuck? This guy's like, either this guy's like fucking Captain America, or like he really knows what he's doing in terms of health. And like, I need to take some notes from him. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to come to pickleball again with my dad just to ask this guy how he stays in such good shape, because not only is he muscular, he's like a lean muscular. Like, he's not like 8% body fat, like shredded, but like, you know, he's like 14-15%, which like for 70 years old is like fucking phenomenal. Like, I'm not even 14-15%. I'm fucking like 18% at 19. That's pathetic. Like, he's 70 years old at 14-15% body fat. He lifts up his shirt. He has like pretty solid abs, and like big forearms, big arms, and like even like big legs and everything. And like he's like let me give him the estimate. Let's assume, I think he's probably like my height or a bit taller, so probably like 5'11", 6 foot or something, so like maybe a bit taller than me, and probably like, and if I had to guess, like 185 pounds. Like, not a huge guy by any means. Like, he's like a big guy, but not like a huge like bodybuilder guy. But like I said, 6 foot, maybe 180 pounds. But he just was so in shape and so athletic that like I couldn't help but be jealous. Like, I just, like, now I'll be honest with you, that's what I want to be when I'm older. Like, this guy's like seriously made me consider my entire life trajectory, because like, to be honest, like, sure, like, girls like my body, and like you know, I have like some bicep and everything, but like, this is not good enough. Because if this is how this guy, god damn, this phone keeps falling on me. Okay, sorry for the brief interruption there. I dropped my phone and accidentally exited the app, the camera roll app. So what I was saying was that, let me just hold the camera. Like, sure, my body is good for like girls and like, you know, getting women and like stuff like that. Like, you know, there's like a bit of bicep, like I said. But the thing is, like, if that guy looks how he did at 8, I just got a low battery warning. If that guy looks how he does at 80 years old, then imagine how he must have looked when he was my age. Like, maybe he wasn't like that jacked back then, but he was probably like a lean like kid, right? Like, probably just like some like lean, like athletic, like football guy or something, right? And just imagine like him at 30. Imagine how he must have looked back then to look like that. Because like, the thing is, like, truth is, you will never be at, most likely you'll probably not be at your peak shape at 70 years old unless you have like some massive body transformation. And that's not his peak. That's him on his fall off. And that's like, his fall off is something I'd like to achieve right now. So that's what I just been thinking. Like, I gotta look really good now. Like, I've been too satisfied with just like looking like kind of like, you know, decent. Like, you know, I have a bit of shoulders, like all that. I've been kind of too satisfied with just looking decent, and just thinking like, oh, I don't have to look amazing. I'm not trying to be like a 10 out of 10. It's not about being a 10 out of 10. It's about looking good when you're older. And the thing is, like, you build a foundation now so you can look really good when you're older. That's the thing. Because muscle, oh my god, bro. Like, okay, let me just, this camera keeps falling and falling and falling, I swear to god. 1 second. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I'm just kind of singing to myself. Maybe I'll give you guys a performance real quick before the next red light. When I talk to you, Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, what was I saying? I was singing the fucking Lefe song, my bad. It's been stuck in my head for a bit. What was I saying? Let me hold the camera again, because I'm about to stop. Actually, like, I need the fucking tripod on, like, the car or something, because, like, I'll be honest, I've been driving a lot because I've been picking up my sister and everything from her hospital volunteering hours, and, like, I could be recording so many videos while driving if I just, like, chose to, but I just don't for some reason. I don't, because I don't have the tripod, but I'm gonna get that car attachment and, you know, figure it out. Where was I with the story exactly? Not exactly the story, but, like, lessons learned from it. Yeah, so the foundation is really important. That's what people don't understand. Like, it's not about looking good now. It's about looking really good now. So you can, let me hold the camera again. So you can just, like, be in really good shape later, you know? Sorry, there's a police car, like, just driving past me. So I was trying to make it look like I wasn't looking at my phone. So, lost my train of thought again. So, yeah. Don't focus on looking good now. Focus on looking amazing now if you're, like, my age or, like, pretty young. Focus on looking, like, top tier, like, ripped as fuck, jacked as fuck. And then, later on, as you eventually and naturally fall off, as all people will, then you can be fine with looking good. Or, like, really good. But for now, don't settle for anything less than perfect. Like, I know this is not the right message to spread to some people, because, like, you know, body dysmorphia and all that. But, seriously, like, aim for perfect right now, and then later on, when you're, like, 50, 60, 70, then you can still look really good. Okay, that's the message of this video. That's what this grandpa at the pickleball court made me realize. So I'm about to turn on the highway now, so I'm not gonna record while I'm on the highway. I don't trust myself yet. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you can always like, comment, subscribe. You know, the whole main channel speech. I don't give a fuck about giving on this channel. If you want to join my school, of course, that's the first link in the description as always. And Instagram is also there. And you know, the hunt ends when you're full. Mwah.